Okay, so we'll call this the chain link texture. As you can see, there is some shading to make it more dimensional. And it looks like links of chains that go through each other and under and intertwined. And they can be on a curve like this one. And then in between them, you can always put in other textures in the space. So these are textures that are in the Google Classroom. So how to start? Number one, you want to make a channel or a little road about as long as you need it. And then you want the other side of it to be parallel to it, about maybe 2 fingers thick. Okay, so this is a little skinnier and this is a little wider, but you know, you get the idea. The next step is to get a marker. So I did these first 2 lines in pencil. We're going to be using an eraser to remove it later, but the first step is to bring at the top or where the design starts. So for this one, the design starts right here, and it just starts with 2 short lines. For this one, it starts right there. It just starts with 2 short lines. So we're going to start with 2 short lines at the top of the page, which is up here. So 2 short lines. That's easy enough, right? Then, after you do the 2 short lines, which are thinner than your pinky, you're going to flare out. You're going to do 2 lines that kind of flare out all the way to the sides of the pencil lines that you made. Then you're going to go down alongside the pencil lines that you made, about like that long. You know, a little longer than the width of your finger. Then you're going to echo these lines, thinner than your finger, thinner than your pinky, about that wide. I don't know. It doesn't have to be exact, but we definitely don't want it too wide and chunky. Then what you start with is a little V at the top. Easy enough. And eventually those V's need to line up, like this V right here will line up with the chain link above it, but we don't have a chain link above it, so we just make a V to get started. Then we're going to echo it, but we're not going to let this V connect. We want a gap here about as wide as this. And then we're going to draw a channel going down. 2 lines parallel to one another, going in the same direction. Thinner than your pinky, but not too thin that they're touching. And then we're going to flare out towards your pencil lines and just touch your pencil lines. Then you're going to go down alongside the pencil lines, down alongside the pencil lines. Now I need to back up. I need this channel to go back inwards and touch those new lines that I just made. Don't cross it, just touch it. And then I'm going to echo. Now I'm ready to do that V I talked about. Remember this first V up here? So this V should look like it would if I were to have drawn through there, but we're not going to draw through there. If I were to have drawn through there, it would look like it connects with this up here. But we don't draw through there because it goes under. Then I find the other side of it, this guy, and I draw inwards, inwards. Do not let them touch. There should be a gap right here. Now I'm going to draw a channel downwards. Remember this channel downwards? And then I'm going to flare out towards the pencil line, flare out towards the pencil line. Draw alongside the pencil line, draw alongside the pencil line. Then I need to echo it. Echo. After I echo, I need to bring these arms down in towards the legs. So these guys need to be brought back in, and I'm not going to cross it, I'm just going to touch it. These guys need to be brought in, not going to cross it, just going to touch it. Now I'm ready for the V. I've done 1, 2 V's, now I'm ready for another V. Again, I got to think about this and this coming down and meeting in a V. But I only draw it down here. I'm gonna erase that, because we don't want to cross over. We want to go under. And then I'm going to meet, this should come out the other side, draw towards the center, but don't let them touch in the center. Notice a gap. So now I'm ready to do this channel. Channel, channel. Now I'm going to flare out towards the pencil lines. Flare out towards the pencil lines, flare out towards the pencil lines, then draw alongside the pencil line, alongside the pencil line. Now I'm going to echo. I'm going to now need to bring this in towards the center again, but don't cross. I'm ready for the V. Remember the V? Remember the V? Remember the V. Now I'm going to pause this video and start a second one.